Hey, Jacob. Share it out. Snap storage. Yes. That's meowing. Hasn't really stopped. There you go, Jacob. That will be a good one. You really want to see LeBron in person? Hopefully he starts. Make sure it's not back to back or whatever. Because that won't be good. That won't be good at all. Hey, Asia, thank you for 11 months. Walk offers. Legend. How you doing, Miss Asia Robertson? I don't know if you can hear my cat, but, you know, she's been meowing all day. Eep. Supposed to start? 2. That's good. That's good. It's sad that you have to check that crap now, but, you know. That's, you know, my ears are soft these days. Not all of them, of course. I don't want to make a blanket statement, but not for long, I don't think. She just ain't working out. She's not an indoor cat. I'm not thinking. I don't think. Yeah. She's yeah, a little too wild. Took a chance, but you know, sometimes it don't work out. Mom's going to Indiana on Thursday for a Taylor Swift concert, but we'll see what I can't work out. I don't know, but my goodness, she's a lot. She is a lot. Indiana. I forgot she was coming to Indiana. Appreciate you, Asia. Means a lot. He was a good doggo. I kept his little jacket. It hangs up right there. Hi, Nick. Yeah, Nathaniel, it's oh, awesome, Nick. You have a name yet, or you're waiting to kind of fill out her vibe or his vibe or whatever? Yeah, Nathaniel, it's a pretty crap World Series. But I actually didn't end up streaming it. Her name is Ellie. Ooh, nice. Nice. Ellie. That's a really good name. Is it from something? Because a lot of people like to name their pets after something. I've had Neo, I've had Trinity, I've had I wanted Lisbeth, but sorry about you, quarterback. It is what it is. When you have an owner that can't keep his nose out of crack or cocaine, excuse me, and a GM that has an ego too big for the globe, a coaching staff that's just shit, you know, it's gonna happen. I mean, what did they expect? You know, I do believe that tapping out was like the cherry on top, like kind of the thing, the straw that broke the camel's back. But yeah, his play in the field hasn't been the best. AJB, you feeling better? I was. Today's sucked for a lot of reasons. Been a long time since I wanted to throttle someone. I'm pissed Deontay Johnson went to Baltimore. Well, I mean, Panthers are just selling out. Falcons are doing good. We play the Cowboys next week. Nice. I've honestly checked out of football. Yeah, I was live when the new rules came in, and some of y'all might remember. I don't know. I reacted live, and I said then that it because I was very excited about the season. It just those new rules just really killed my enthusiasm, and been hard to watch it this year. It's just not been fun. It's been pretty shit. Been pretty shit. I have liked college football though. Been having a good time watching that. Just haven't been able to call any. Uh, what about my Pacers? When I can get them, I watch them. But Bally's too expensive. It's like 20 a month. Um. Oh, I'm. It's not. I'm not like you know bitching out on my team. They've been my team since like Peyton Manning's second year. I'm just tired of all the softness. Like the league's soft. It's just boring. Just not fun. I'm glad people still dig it. That's awesome. Um, but yeah, just they're just it's too soft. Just not fun anymore. Um, so shit. I don't like how quarterbacks get protected like kings. Well, I mean, it's a business and they want to maximize profit and uh you know, how do you do that? You give or at least try to give fans a blockbuster movie every game day because that's what people want. They want that blockbuster movie. They want 800 points a game. They want no defense according to the NFL geniuses. But real fans like defensive battles. Real fans like strategy from the coaches. Real fans, like hard hits. I mean, is it a little messed up? Yeah, but why a lot of people watch NASCAR. Not the only reason, of course, but one of the fun things about NASCAR is it crashes, and we like hard hits. That's why there are compilations all over the internet of hard hits. And it's not just a football fan thing; it's all over sports. Aussie rules football. Rugby. Even soccer, which you're not supposed to, hit, but you get some pretty hard tackles. So it's just comps all over the place. People like that, and, he's just gone soft. Now, does that mean there are? Is every game boring? Of course not. I don't like to make blanket statements, but gosh, it's tough to watch anymore. Penalties, every other play. This game's it's been soft for a long time. It's been soft for a very long time. It's just it keeps getting worse. It keep taking more and more things out. But every QB in the league gets soft. Roughie calls minus Matthew Stafford, and I hate it. Yes, I heard about Diggs. That sucks. I hate to see anybody go down, and man, sucks. Good offense, good. He has a good quarterback to get him the ball, and he's a good hell of a wide receiver. So, sucks. But yeah, Angel, sorry, I got a little distracted. Yeah, whenever they're on, and I can watch them, 100%. But if I go split screen on my computer or listen to them on my phone, because I used to have Sirius, but I don't have it anymore. Or they're on my TV. Yeah, they're 100% on. Unless I'm doing something, of course. And it sucks that Weissman went down for the year. Sucks. Fresh start on a new team, a team with some bigs that he could really, really learn from, and a good coaching staff. Great situation for him. Because how much do you expect him to learn in Detroit? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. So I was, really hopeful that he could get out there and learn. Hey, calm down. By grinding. But now he's just got to learn, through tape and watch it on the sideline. It sucks. Football's supposed to be a full contact sport. Now, if you look the offense too hard, you get a flag. Yeah, I fully agree with you, Nina. Fully agree. Obviously, I mean, you have. I mean, we are talking about human beings here. You know, you don't want to treat them like pieces of meat, but at the same time, these people know what they signed up for. You know, they're very very aware. Um, you know, you want to make all these rules to keep players safe, but you don't want to implement any sort of, you know, like I don't like Tua. If you really care about players and you want to keep them safe, there should be some rule in place to say, hey, you know, for your own benefit, we're gonna make you sit. Otherwise, you're gonna turn your brain to soup. Are they? No. Stop. Chico was, gosh, 16, I think. This AR5 benching is going crazy. Different reports. Um, yeah, um, the league's just crazy, man. Which sucks because you know it was my number two sport for a long, long time. Yeah, well, for a long time, I thought obviously he was old, but when I got him, it told me he was like 14. Then I found out now he's like 16, almost 17. So I was like, okay then. Um, yeah, yeah, he had some hitchings giddy up, that's for sure. What's happening with the channel? I missed that. I haven't talked about it yet. Yeah, are you okay? Can't lay a finger on host it. Well, that's most quarterbacks. You can't lay a finger. I mean, on on any quarter, you can't really breathe on them anymore. Cat, that is metal. That is a metal key. Why she chews on the weirdest thing? Stop. Wow. She chews on the weirdest things. But yeah. First report for AR was that it was him tapping out, which you know he got chewed out by his teammates for. Now they're saying that it's because of play, but the straw that broke the camel's back was him tapping out. It's just a mess. It's just an absolute mess. This is a clear panic move by the coaching staff. That's in over their heads. Steichen's looking to be overrated, which can sometimes happen. You know, the guys on one team doing his thing, making a name for himself, kicking butt. You know, then he comes into a head coaching situation, and you know can't do it. I mean, how many times have we seen it? It's happened in Chicago. It's happened in Carolina. It's happened in Cleveland. You know, it's happened all over the place. All over the place. Just an unfortunate part of the game. New England, yeah, and then back in the day, I know I already said the Browns, but I mean, there was a time when you know they had Bill Belichick, and even he couldn't get it done. So you know, it happens sometimes. Asia, that would be very, very, very expensive. Very expensive. One of the reasons why I got her was, um, I was told that otherwise I would, because I want her to have a good home. Um, I was told that there's like a traveling vet that you can get all that stuff half off, but of course, as soon as I get a cat, they stop coming to Spencer. Now they're mostly in like Ellisville and Bloomington, and they don't really let out, you know, when they're going to be. You kind of have to keep an eye out for them, which I think is ridiculous. Her name's Evie. So yeah, shots and fix getting a fix is a little over $300, which I do not have. I have it, but won't be able to go to Vegas. It's a trip I've been saving up for a very long time, but She can't handle being inside. She's not an inside cat, which blew my mind because I was told that she would be. That if you get a cat early enough, they'll acclimate. But from like the get go, she wanted to be an outside cat, which sucks. Yeah, I'm getting noise complaints because she won't stop meowing, whether I'm here or not here. So got one today, which annoyed my life. I mean, she's not a dog, you know. She won't stop if I tell her, "Hey, stop," you know. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. We got an orangey named Boots. I swear he'll come. There's sometimes when she gets a good little warble on her meow that sounds like words. Can't quite say what they are, but it's almost like she's trying to talk. But that's cute. Cute. And that's adorable. I love that stuff. One of my favorite kind of TikToks to watch is those compilations where it sounds like cats are saying hello and stuff like that. No, Asia. I have like I don't know, just a small patch. It's like a handful of yards or so. Um, but yeah, when I let her outside just to see what she would do, she just run out the door and like jump off, like a dinosaur trying to get out of its cage. That was fun. So like, you want to be an outside cat, but you also want to like dive on my, door. It's crazy. Hey, Arturo. But yeah, going back to AR, it's just a crazy situation. Like I was saying, it's I think Steichen's in over his head. Gus Bradley, just crap. Just overall, it's not a good situation. Richardson's barely played. Oh, you missed a door? Oh, that's cool. AR's barely played football. I mean, just because he can run a bit, you think that's enough to be a quarterback? No. Defenses are better than that. So, I don't know. The whole thing is crazy. We need to sell the team top to bottom dysfunctional. Absolutely. I'm not trying to judge or say, we all have our demons and everything, but I think it's time that, he sell the team because he just needs to. It's not for him anymore. Then we need to get rid of Ballard. I mean, is changing GM's always the answer? No, but I think he's had a long enough leash. I don't know. It's a shitty situation. It would hurt more if I wasn't so, I don't know, irritated coming into the season because like I said, I was very excited for it. Then those new rules was announced and like live on there was like, well, that just kills my enthusiasm. He needs to give his team to his daughters. I don't know. I mean, you were saying in Discord that they do a good job with that, with the mental health work, and they do. It's absolutely fantastic what they do. But that doesn't mean that they're going to be good at running a team. So I honestly can't say whether or not they'd be good at it. Doesn't one stand on the sidelines with like a headset on and like the game sheet or the play sheet? It's she's interesting. You missed the good old days? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, when your dad owns the team, I guess that's okay. I don't know. I've always thought it was a bit weird myself, but hey, cool. It is what it is. She wants to be involved. She cares, which is cool. Any new owner will have their own risks. Yeah, I mean that's the same thing with GM, same thing with coach, same thing with new offense, defense, special teams coach. It all comes with a risk. But yeah, Pat, you gotta stop driving me nuts. Yeah, I mean, it's. I read somewhere that's saying it's not exactly over for AR. That they want him to learn from this. I don't know. Wow, someone just Hot Wheeled it out of the parking lot. Um, it's a tricky situation. Very, very weird. Um, I don't know. This is a confident, honestly, she is. She's pretty young. Um, I honestly forgot how old she is now. Maybe 5 months. I'm not sure. Hey, Veronica. She's pretty young. Kat, you got to work with me here. Gosh. Um, confidence shattering move. Um, yeah. I mean, if the guy can't handle being out of breath, you know. But who knows? Who knows? Um, how do you win the locker room back? Um, you know, that's what I don't get. Since 2000, there have been like 70 QBs drafted first round. Out of ones that benched in season and still had success are only Alex Smith and Rex Grossman. How old is AR5? Gosh, 20 young, 21. He's not that old. Um, yeah. It's a tough. I mean, when play and tapping out are the two combined things that put you on the bench, um, that's a hard thing to come back from. It's not impossible, but I mean, he quit on his team. Was it for one play? Yeah, but that's enough. You don't do that. You didn't see Andrew Luck do that. You didn't see Peyton Manning when his neck was all banged up do that. Yes, Andrew Luck retired, but that's literally he was forced to retire. It was either that or not, or just continue to play and never be able to walk again. So he had to take care of himself. So only May younger than him in the NFL. Interesting. Okay, I'll try because Bo Nixon. Okay, yeah. What did he do? He couldn't catch his breath because he was tired, so he tapped out. He did the whole thing and came off on the sideline and quit on his team. Which when you've been playing, as bad as he has, and I know there've been in flashes and all that, but he's not been good. He can't throw a cross route to save his life. You don't do that. You don't do that. Period. I don't care if you won your team 10 Super Bowls, you don't do that. There's no leeway for anyone on that. I guarantee you, he lost a lot of the guys in the locker room. A lot. Yeah. I agree, Arturo. He had a moment of candor. Yeah, sometimes a little white lie, is good. At the same time, though, I'm kind of glad he said it because if that's his mentality, this isn't the NBA when you can be a diva and take a break seat. You got to play every snap. You can't be a diva in the NFL at the quarterback position. A wide receiver maybe, but not a quarterback. It's not a good situation. In the NBA you can get away with that, even though these athletes are bigger, faster, stronger. They can't do what guys 15, 20 years ago could do, which was play every game. They just, they're divas. You can't do that in the NFL. You can't be a diva. This ain't college, where you get subbed out and the other guy comes in for you. Not how it works. Jua, I am exhausted. I am incredibly stressed out. Very, very irritated. Because people on my side of the building are just assholes. Absolute assholes. Absolute assholes. All about the drama and like politicking. It's just, I'm over it. Anyway, but other than that, I'm fine. Other than that, I'm fine. I just want to go into the woods and punch a tree, but I'm fine. It is what it is. It's part of adulting. You got to deal with people. It is what it is. My cat meows. I can't stop her, you know. She's not a dog where you tell them, quiet and do this or that. She meows. I try to keep her quiet, It is, it is what it is. There's only so much I can do. Um, it is what it is. Very, very stressed out. But yeah, so I'm rooting for AR, young guy, lots and lots of talent. For a guy who's not played very many games, to show like great flashes, that's pretty impressive. That shows a natural intuition. There's something there. Watch him go to another team, catch fire. Somebody tweeted this, or maybe it was in Discord. I'm not sure, but watch him go to another team and get the right coach. Like what happened with Josh Allen. He started a bit rough and then got the right people with him and he took off. Watch that happen with Richardson. Because it just takes that one that one fresh, clean, awesome setup, and I hope it happens for him. Hopefully it's here. Hopefully we bring that right staff here. But we'll see. Not a lot of QBs, can come back from alienating their teammates and also kind of, being shit on the field. So, yeah, it's an ugly situation. I assumed that there would be like intense growing pains and stuff like that, but I didn't expect this to be a part of it. Hey GW, how you doing, man? How you doing, good sir? I just don't get the playoff reasoning to bench AR, to be honest. We gotta get smacked and walk around and we won't have a good pick to get a good QB in first round. Yeah. I understand it to a degree. No, the defense isn't playing great, but they've shown in the past that they can play really, really good football. Really, really good football. Is that going to be under Gus Bradley? I don't know. It took him a long time to implement his dream scenario, his dream schemes, and it's not really, we're not really benefiting from it. So just bringing in someone new doesn't mean there's going to be a change overnight. But we have a lot of talented players on defense and a couple draft picks, a pick up here or there, maybe a trade, and boom, our secondary is at least good or half decent. They can be, but it's so inconsistent. Yeah, and a part of it's discipline, and a part of it, is in the back of your mind. Or obviously, the secondary is young, and the corners, similar, and there's the inconsistency, but also in the back of their mind, we don't have great offensive play. Kind of bums you out, and also it puts you on the field a whole hell of a lot more. That's not good. You can't have your defense out there all the time. So maybe they'd play better if they weren't so tired. I don't know. Which is a real thing for defenses because they actually can come off the field and take a breather if the offense is doing its job, and the offense can do its job if the quarterback's playing good and not tapping out, not quitting on his guys. So I kind of see both sides of it because this defense isn't getting any younger. Neither is Jonathan Taylor. We all know running backs have a very short health life, very short, run. You know what I mean. And he's shown that he can get hurt, which is unfortunate. What's irritating is we finally have a pretty damn good line, which we didn't get for Andrew Luck, and now we don't have a quarterback, and our defense is inconsistent because we're on the field all the time. Shelf life. I said health life. Kind of the same thing, right? I was in the same room with it. Yeah, I almost got it. I'm really, really disappointed with second play calling. Yeah. Overthinking it. getting too cutesy. I don't think he's an ego guy. Um, he does. I don't think he leans too heavily on analytics. But yeah, he definitely overthink it. There's been some interesting calls to say the least. Um, but he had a backup quarterback last year. Look what they did. This year's, got AR in there. He's raw. He's all over the place. He's, just winging it. So it's tough. It's always tough. I mean, he's barely played football. So, Steichen does need to be better with play calling, but at the same time, he's, not a miracle. He's not a miracle worker. So just be thankful you aren't a Titans fan. I've been cussing them for months and months. Anytime my team is on the struggle bus, or still my team. Even though I'm irritated with how football is right now, I always look at the bright side. I always root for them. I mean, look at Stewart the other day. He's typically on special teams. He comes in, he has a full game, and he leads the defensive tackles. That's cool. I love seeing the hustle, and I love rooting for those guys. So I'm not like dumping on him. I'm not leaving. It's just right now I'm kind of exasperated with the NFL. It's frustrating. I love that people still love it though, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm can't wait for baseball to come back. My team is on the struggle bus as well. I just hope it's not one of those situations where we don't have a quarterback for like 20 years. That would suck. That would suck because Indiana loves football. Thank goodness IU's doing so well. We needed that medicine to help us with the Colts bitterness. Still love my Titans, but I'm very disappointed and frustrated. Oh, I feel you. I'm exasperated with the team's owner. I'm frustrated that we expect miracles from Anthony Richardson. I don't mind having him out there. He is essentially a rookie. He's very, very raw. I get it. It's going to be growing pains. It is frustrating because we finally have a good O-line and we finally have a good defense when they're consistent, which, again, when they're on the field 8 kajillion hours a game, it's tough to be consistent. I don't know. It's just frustrating that we can't. There's always something wonky. There's always something throwing off the balance. There's always a wheel that's not quite in sync with the rest of them. It's just frustrating because we could be good. It's just it's weird. Weird. There's always something. We always get teased with coaches. Pagano had a decent run. Reich had a decent run. Steichen has had a decent run until this. It's like we get teased. It's like, oh, we have a good coach, blah blah blah. And then boom, they reveal their shit. It's very frustrating. I get what Bears fans feel like to an extent. Like they talked and promised a lot of patience with AR in camp and preseason. Then this happens. I don't think it happens this week. If it and I totally agree. Archer is 100% becoming a cycle. It's like the definition of crazy, repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It just, it's not going to work. But yeah, I don't think the benching happens this week if he didn't tap out. I do believe it was going to happen because GMs and very smart people, I can't remember who was talking about it, but he was talking with GMs and very knowledgeable people around the league, and none of them were surprised. They all said that they would have done the exact same thing, so it was going to happen. I just think it was this week because of the tap out. That was the final straw. And who's involved in the cycle? Ballard and Irsay. Yeah, I mean, Irsay's not been level-headed in a long, long time. Ballard, he knows he has carte blanche with Irsay, so he can be as hard-headed as he wants, and he has been because he can. as he can. And it's very, very frustrating. Um, I'm not gonna stop watching football. I'm just burnt out right now. It's just so silly. They've taken so much of the fun out of it. At the same time, again, I'm always happy when people have their thing, and if you still like it, that's awesome. I'm rooting for you. That's dope. Just not for me right now. It's irritating. I'm still gonna watch the Colts highlights. Still gonna check in on those stats. Um, but oh well, yeah, I can only apologize. GW, that's y'all went with Captain Mayo, and whew, he's been a meme god, not a touchdown god, which is unfortunate. And the memes just have to be so funny and but awkward. If that's my quarterback, I'd be. I'm sorry, man. You know, you don't want to chuckle, but you can't help but chuckle a little bit. You know what I mean? Well, maybe not you, but yeah. Oh, did you know that Traverse Ward daughter? Yeah, sad, sure. Sad. All right, we're back. OBS pulled the AR and tapped out. Yeah, OBS pulled an AR. Yeah, yeah. I try not, just my sympathy and thoughts go to those people. I don't want to. I don't want to know how it happened. Don't need that in my psyche. I experienced 2 years of Desmond Shitter. He recently got picked up, and he was very happy, very emotional about it, and you know, his son was proud of him, and he was happy for that. You know, the two were happy in that moment. It was bonding for him. It was a bonding moment for them, so that's cool. I'm rooting for him. Hopefully, the guy can find his niche. Sometimes it's not a bad thing to be a backup quarterback. Chase Daniels did it for 800 years, and dude's rich as fuck. So, yeah, absolutely, Dick, 100%. When I heard him talking about it, saw him getting emotional, I thought, man, that's so cool. That's one of the great things about football. That's awesome. Gotta get to have that moment with the son. Got to be a proud papa. Got to go to work, do his thing. So pretty cool. Hey, Big Wood, how you doing, good sir? And if you're noticing the Barry White voice, that's because I'm getting over some shit. It's been a fun little while. Never ends. I think I got a permanent black cloud over me. It's a lot of fun. Not going insane at all. Also, let's say we go run heavy on Sunday. It would be kind of weird that we didn't do that before. Yeah, I don't understand why you have a quarterback like Jonathan Taylor and don't use him. You have a guy in Anthony Richardson who it's rough at times. Just simplify it as much as possible. Make it. Look at what they're doing in Washington. That's a high school offense. They simplified it. LBS once again pooped out. Hey, Veronica. Yeah. Just simplify it as much as possible. That's what you do after a guy throws a pick sometimes. You give him some really simple passes and throw in some screens to get the run game involved. I'm not qualified to be a coach, so I'm pretty sure I'm talking out of my ass, but that's what they get paid millions of dollars for, to figure this shit out, and it's an impossible task for them. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Steichen's supposed to be this guru. The plans for the channel, Bigwood. As I put, okay, we can talk about that. I put a poll in the community tab. Next month is NaNoWriMo, National November Writing Month. Asked if y'all would be cool with me doing that in November for the whole month. No sports, just that. Because it's been a long time since I've done it, and it's something that I want to do again. The first time I ever accomplished that was for my book Unplugged, which was my best-selling book. So it's been a minute. and the majority of voters said, yeah, go for it. I think overwhelmingly, I think there's only like 8% compared to like 70 or 80 or whatever percent that said, yeah, cool. I don't think the math added up there, but you know what I mean. The goal is, and people do this all over the world, the goal is to come together and write 50,000 words in a month, which is the standard length of a novel. So yeah, y'all are cool with it. I'm down to do that. No, that's the one thing, Arturo. No games. There'll be gaming streams, but no games. I am very burnt out. It's 800 million things on my plate plus stress. Very mentally healthy right now. It's awesome. I just can't do sports right now. I'm not done doing sports. I have a full baseball season coming up. I'm not gonna not do that. I'm very much looking forward to that. I do want to call IU's bowl game because I absolutely got to do that. Just gonna take it easy for a minute. Because it's either take it easy for a minute, go back to my roots, or just completely just shit the bed and just walk away. And obviously, I don't want to do that because I love it here. I would do that if only two people. I would do this, if only two people were watching. So, IU was doing good this year, yes, sir. I was curious how the game against Washington would go. Yeah, we smoked them. So, and hopefully we get work back soon. I think it was a game time decision, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I really wanted to call that game. I was hoping to call the Colts game. Yeah, my body does not like me sometimes, so that's fun. Take it easy, absolutely, Veronica. I plan to. I'm very much looking forward to next month. I think this is what I need. I think this is what my marrow, my essence, my whole being was craving. So it'll be fun. We'll throw in some gaming streams every now and again, and y'all know me. I get these weird, spontaneous rushes. So I say no sports, but who knows? We might throw a game in there every now and again. The World Series has been a bust. Yeah, very disappointingly. That first game was so promising. And then Nasty Nestor gave it up. It's awful. Feel bad for him, but I also wasn't surprised. So when I saw that score update and I saw who was pitching, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. So it's a bummer, but hey, Dodgers finally aren't going to choke. It only took them spending over $1 billion with money that they totally had and making 800 trades at the deadline to finally make it happen. So good job, Dog. Is it writing streams every day for the challenge? Yes. It doesn't necessarily have to be all day because but I say people from all over the world, I mean like all walks of life, carpenters, coal miners, doctors, office workers. They find a way to make it happen. Basically, you can earn badges every day, and there's a writing tracker. And there is this feature that will show you by what you've done and at the speed in which you've done it when you're projected to finish. And as long as at the end of the day when you stop and the clock hits midnight and it says you're still in November, then you're doing fine. Yeah, it's a challenge. It's fun. It is a grind, but it's fun. I really, really love the word tracker. Just seeing that chart just tick up, tick up, tick up. It's a morality. It's a morale booster. It's a confidence booster. It's a little stroke to the ego. It's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Front desk workers can join anybody. anybody. It's called National November Writing Month. There's a website dedicated to it, NaNoWriMo. People all over the world have done it. Even people who have been published in the top 5. I'm blanking on their names right now, but it's, all sorts of people have done it. It's really, really cool. It's a lot of fun. My best ever book came from that. And this book's going to be Phoenix Rising, science fiction, action, adventure. It's essentially going to be a metaphor for adapting to change and struggles. It's a story I've been trying to get right for a very long time. I think I'm in a place where I can write it. So it's going to be cool. Not done on the channel by any means. Definitely cannot wait for baseball. I'm going to throw in some other sports too. Just when I'm ready. Yeah, I'm very much excited for NaNoWriMo. I think Yvette and GW said that they were going to try, so I can't wait to see what they do. That'll be cool. And I encourage you to do the same as well. It's really, really fun. You can form groups. You can find people in your city. You just have to type where you're at, and you'd be surprised. My little ass town with like 2,000 people has, I think, last I checked, was like 30, 40 people that do it, and they literally go to the library down the road. So it's, I'm very much looking forward to it. Yeah, very much looking forward to it. But yeah, I am not going anywhere. There are going to be a lot of gaming streams. The plan is to, at some point, I think I'm going to do Xbox Game Pass. I'm not sure. But, I'm going to let channel members decide. I'll list like 4 games. You pick, if you're a channel member. And then we'll have nights where we all game, and then, we can all chat while I game from time to time as well. So, slight change in schedule for right now, but plenty of sporting events coming. It's not over. And I'm hoping to get at least a couple of IRL streams. I figured out how to live stream Pokemon Go, and I plan on walking a lot more, even in like this kind of weather. I'm fat, and it's better than burning up while sweating. Yeah. So there's a lot that's going to happen. So it's pretty cool. Dude, Freddie Freeman hitting that walk-off grand slam was the highlight of the entire series, and him coming back to what he did with that hand, and also all the stuff that he went through with the sun during the season. I know I'm a Diamondback, and I know I'm a Dodger hater, but that's we're human beings, and that's it's a pretty cool thing that he got to do. His son, when he's old enough, can look back on that and be proud. So I'm very happy for him. Very, very happy for him. You kind of want to join. It's fun. It's fun. I tell you, there's, and this is the writer nerd coming out of me proudly. There's an adrenaline spike when you see that word count go up, and you see the expected finish date still in November when the clock strikes midnight. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I just been so busy with sports that I've not been able to do it the last few years. So it was a goal. I was determined to do it this year because I missed that challenge. I missed that rush. So and I've always said writing is always going to come first. So glad y'all are cool with it. Don't die, JB. If I do, I don't want to die here. I want to die somewhere where I can haunt a bunch of people. I want to be the first ghost with a restraining order. Y'all gonna see me on the news doing bunny ears and dances. Got to invent actual Ghostbusters to stop me. I'm gonna fuck with a lot of people. You play fantasy basketball? Nice, Jacob. I'm doing fan tracks, and I suck. But that's pretty much how I am with all fantasy. Every now and again, I kind of tease myself. I kind of tease people. Hey, I know what I'm doing. Nope. I always lose. But it's fun though. It's like me playing Madden. I'm gonna rage and get pissed, but it's fun. most of the time. Well, sometimes. I'm in a membership league with TSF. Dope. JB, you going trick or treating? No. Me and a buddy are supposed to go to a graveyard and do like a little impromptu. Well, not impromptu. It's planned, but like a little, ghost hunt. If I can figure out how to make that into an IRL stream, I will. It's on the 31st, if I'm not mistaken. Should be fun. Might see me and an old man get arrested. I'm just kidding. It's open to anybody. You aren't supposed to be there after a certain time, but nobody's gonna give a shit. Yeah. Hopefully I can figure out how to do that. We were supposed to do it last year, but his back was hurting. You should vlog it. That's the that's what I'm saying. That's the IRL stream and real life stream. It's a live vlog. But I'm gonna wrap it up. My cat fell asleep in my bag. That's fun. It's an Aldi's bag. At least she's quiet now. All right, I want to go drink some water. Probably sleep for 8 hours. You'll see me post some videos fairly soon. I'm probably Thursday. That's when nano prep will begin. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I might actually start Thursday at midnight so that's Friday, just to get a real solid chunk done so I can have, because I have appointments. I gotta do stuff this weekend, so I gotta make up for that. Have a great rest of your day. Feel better, Jimmy. Thank you, Veronica. I appreciate it. Hasta later, Jimmy. Yeah, you have a good one. Big one. Everybody have a good one. We're gonna have fun. I haven't forgot about Hogwarts Legacy. My character's still there waiting on me. It'll be fun. All right. I'm gonna get out of here, guys, before OBS decides to tap out AR style. Y'all have a good night. Peace.